Howdy, 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 howdy. And my camera is crooked. Crooked. My camera is crooked. What's going on with my camera? How is everybody? Okay, let's see if I can do this without breaking something. Oh, no. Oh, well. Hey, Cathy, representing Sassy Silver Sisters on Mondays and Fridays. If all goes well. How is everybody? Today is Monday, May 5th, and I'm usually here on Mondays at 12 noon Eastern Time. Sorry, I had a coughing spell because I took my allergy medicine. Anyway, so how is everybody? Let's ask Alexa the weather. Facebook people, come on over. Anybody see this? Subscribe. Um, this is where my live streams and um, for Cathy's online sales and Sassy Silver Sisters will be live streams because Facebook was messing up, and I noticed I wasn't the only one that was having a problem. Even trying to go on Facebook, just Facebook, period, it messed up. I could do it in the morning, in the afternoon. I couldn't do it. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't show up. It wouldn't do what it needed to do. So now that I've complained, hope y'all had a great weekend. Today is Monday, and we're starting off right with crazy hair. All right, Alexa, what is the weather in Culpeper, Virginia?
In Culpeper, it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for lots of clouds and thunderstorms, with a high of 74 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
You're so polite. Alexa, why are you so polite?
I like to show kindness whenever I can.
Alexa, tell me a joke about thunderstorms.
Why was the cloud so dark and stormy? It was feeling misunderstood.
Oh, we did that yesterday. Last time. Alexa, tell me a lightning joke.
What kind of underpants do clouds wear? Thunderwear.
Thunderwear. That's crazy. That is crazy. Waiting for people to come on in. Okay, I have a mixture of coffee here today. And if you can hear me okay, let me know. If you can't, let me know. We have a couple of reviews. I have today's holidays. Let's get into that. I don't know about you, but I didn't finish my weekend. I need more week. I need more time during the weekend. Even if it's just to rest, I need more time. Okay, today is May 5th, and this is Cartoonist Day, Cinco de Mayo, National Hoagie Day. Oh, I think we celebrated that a day early. Subway had a special for me where you could get, I don't know what the regular price is, I think $6.99, but you could get a 6-inch sub for $3.99. And so I asked Mama Sassy, I asked Mama Sassy if she wanted to um, share, and she said, of course. Hi, Miss Suzette. How are you? How was your weekend? I was just saying, there's not enough time for the weekends to do it. There's not enough time to do everything that I have to do, but I'm slowly graduating and into figuring out how to get stuff done. Anyway, okay, Oyster Day. And we have some historical events. Cuba, Cuba, I don't know how to pronounce this. Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan, becomes ruler of the Mongol Empire in 1260. Why do we have to know that? Mexican forces under Benito Juarez, I don't know, defeated French troops in the Battle of Puebla. Today, this battle is celebrated as Cinco de Mayo. I was watching TikTok last night, and there was a battle between everybody talking about Cinco de Mayo. I did not know this. I did not know that was, yeah, I did not know that information. Okay. North Bend, Ohio gets on the map. It's the site of the first U.S. train robbery, 1865. U.S. train robbery. Oh my gosh. I wonder who it was. The New York Stock Exchange crashes, causing the Great Panic of 1893. Isn't that interesting? Cy Young pitches the first perfect game in modern baseball history, 1904. Alan Shepard rides Freedom 7 to become first American in space, 1961. Senator Robert F. Kennedy is assassinated in 1968. Oh, that's so sad. All right, May 5th birthdays. If you have a birthday today, May 5th, happy birthday. All right, Karl Marx, socialist, political theorist, 1818. Tyrone Power, actor, 1913. Ann B. Davis, 1926. John J. Sweeney, labor leader, 1934. Michael Murphy, actor, 1938. Tammy Wynette, singer, 1942. Michael Palin, actor, comedian, member of Monty Python. It must be 1943 because it just says 143. That's funny. Brian Williams, journalist, TV news anchor, 1959. Danielle Fishel, actress, Topanga. Oh, the TV series Boy Meets World, 1981. Adele, British singer, songwriter, 1988. Happy birthday, Adele. I love Adele's music. I love her music. Okay. How is everybody? Say hi. Say hi. Okay. When I get off here, I'll be 2 p.m. Cathy's online sales, unless something happens. A lot of times after I get this live done, I end up having to rush and go do something else. But I always cancel the event. In the event, it has to be canceled. Um, Let me see what else we got going on here. I want everybody to subscribe to YouTube because as of now, the live streams are on YouTube. I got so frustrated. Um, let me do something. Okay, I'm still tending, by the way, to getting the blood pressure straightened out. So far, so good. I'm not all hyped up, which is wonderful. Because the older medicine, the one medicine was making rapid heart rate. I don't know how the sassy baby is doing. I'll have to get in touch with her and let her know that we are very interested in the baby of the family. As far as I know, everything is okay. Each step of a baby is always wonderful and a cause for concern at the same time. I was watching a video um, of these people live in Texas, and I've been watching the stages of the baby, right? Okay, so he turned a year old, and before that, they had him outside and they weren't germaphobes. So this kid was into everything. Well, guess what he's doing now? Now everything he sees, he wants to put in his mouth. It's rocks, it's grass, because he can crawl now. It's like, oh my gosh. And they don't care if he gets muddy. They don't care if he gets. So I'll check in, and if she is around, please report. We want to hear about the sassy baby. Uh, now, for as far as Mama Sassy did come in Wednesday evening, so she is home getting her bearings. This morning, she's out checking all her plants. She brought a bunch of starts from Arizona. She said they did inspect her. They did inspect her um, bag. They were looking at it. And because I said, you're dragging plants back and forth, that might cause a problem. Don't get upset if they have to throw them away. And she says, I'm not. So we're going to do another advertisement on Facebook Marketplace for some plant starts, and because we got a bunch of them going now, and it's good. I forgot to ask her what she wanted to spend the money on. I'm gonna tell her we can go to lunch. You can buy potting soil. You can do whatever with it. Um. Okay. So. Oh, and I did tell her that we are planning to do some stories from her being in the service for a couple of years, whatever it was, in the USMC, and that's where she met Dad and all that kind of stuff. So, um, yeah. So we're going to talk to her. I told her we had to take notes. We had to get pictures because I'd like to share the pictures. And when we do the video, I can insert pictures. And I think y'all will like that. And I left the divider curtain up, the background curtain, so me and Mom can do some videos now and then. And we might do a plant video. I mean, I don't know, but something that she enjoys doing would be nice. And I know she would like to say hi to everybody. But it will be on a video, and maybe one time we'll go live or whatever. But yeah, it will. It will come around. But it's also for history, sake. I think is for history's sake to have this video, um, family history. And because I remember her telling me stories back in the day, and she remembers all these people. I can't remember all people from back in the day. I can't remember their faces. I can remember whatever happened. Um, but I can't. I'm not a name person. I don't remember names. It just takes me a long time to, yeah. So anyway, okay. So we do have, I think what I'll do is my little thing first, which is, um, and I also have a subject to talk about. But anyway, let's get these reviews down. Well, there's Miss Judy. How are you? Um, Let me get this. I still have my notes. Who's that about the group? So just, I have something I have to do every day this week as far as can't miss. I guess I could reset schedule some stuff, but I don't want to. So every day this week we've got something going on. So hang in there. We'll get it. Okay. This is something my daughter gave me, and I've never heard of it. Maybe you have. Poppy handcrafted popcorn, pimento cheese. And I like this bag. I mean, I just like the bag itself. I guess because it's pretty colors. Okay. So let me put it up, show on the screen. So she gave, excuse me, it's around $6.95. And when I Googled it, that's about it. Yeah, it's around that price. Southern spread. So, bless your heart. This is a Southern classic, evidently. Cheesy flavor. Here's the ingredients. Okay, so it's got all the oils. It does have milk and cheese cultures, of course, buttermilk, salt, all this stuff. White cheddar cheese, okay, powder, sour cream powder. I wonder how they do that when they're making it. And garlic and all. Oh, I can't wait to taste this. Okay, there's 3 servings. It's 2 cups for a serving size. Okay. 130 calories per serving. Now it's got all the stuff we don't want in our bodies in it. And it's got all the fats that we're not supposed to be eating. So it must be good, right? Cholesterol, sodium, carbs. Oh, it's got all this kind of stuff. Iron, 4%. Potassium. Okay. So it's got all this stuff in it that we're not supposed to have, but that's the reason it's a snack. So we're going to try it. I was so curious. I'm going, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. Okay, their story. When we started out, all we knew was that we loved popcorn and we thought it could bring lots of joy. We set out with a simple goal: use real ingredients, create flavors that people love. And let's see what else. They strive to make the world a better place. Okay. Real people, real flavors, real love, real ingredients, real joy. And it's poppyhandcraftedpopcorn.com. And this is from North Carolina, y'all. Popped and packaged in the USA. Okay, cool. I'm going to try it. I haven't either. Have you heard of the Poppy handcrafted popcorn? Have I done a review on that? I don't remember. I know I like the packaging. It's supposed to be resealable, but you know me. Okay. It is resealable. Right here, it's resealable. Sealable. Resealable. Okay. Looks like cheddar popcorn. Smells okay. I know. It's like, okay. We're allowed to have all the bad stuff for a snack. Strong flavor. Interesting. And the popcorn is soft. Interesting. Let me see. Oh, it's got, because I can taste the pepper. Cayenne pepper, jalapeno powder, black pepper. Yeah. Okay. So I won't be able to eat all of this in one sitting, like anything else I love. This is something different. This is something different. I like it. Just because I like it does not mean I can eat it willy-nilly because it's got all the peppers in it. But I like it. I do like that. So try the other flavors because it's packaged well and it's soft. Oh, yeah, I know. I love popcorn too. That's what I'm saying. I won't be able to eat these like to watch a movie because my mouth is burning. If you like pepper, this will work for you. It's got a good strong flavor too. It's good. If they still make it, right? If they still make it. Okay, I did that one. I did it in the wrong order, but we're okay. Remember all the oils that I bought that was cheaper than Dollar Tree? Well, in one of yeah, I know it strong flavors, strong. So if you can get a hold of that brand, try it. The popcorn soft. You know how sometimes you get bagged popcorn, it's kind of dry, it's soft, airy, and it's just good popcorn. If I can find another flavor, I'll try it. I'll see who sells it and I'll try it. Okay, so remember the oils. So this one's lavender and it's mainstay. I can't eat the whole bag, Suzette. It's got too much pepper in it. Otherwise, I would. Rhonda makes the best caramel popcorn. She's famous in the family for Rhonda's popcorn, Rhonda's pickles, and all that. Um, so, anyway, okay. So, we got this, the oils. I'm going, okay, what am I going to do with lavender? Okay, and I'm thinking, I took one of the old body spray and I made room spray lavender, and this works. It works. I'm so happy I tried this. And it's my little recipe without it's just I put a lot, like maybe a dozen drops and half and half alcohol. Some people use witch hazel, half and half alcohol and water. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. That means I don't have to buy any more room spray for a minute because I had to use, I had bought some, not bought, my niece gave me some clothes from her yard sale so that I can try to resell if I want to. And I went through them and I hung them. I always hang them up and let them, let them air out. And I used all my bathroom spray in the bathroom, all the Lysol spray on the clothes, and so I said, you know what? What am I going to do? I need some spray, and then put two and two together with that. I love it. I love it, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So if you've got a favorite, um, because this was pretty good. This would you know be nice if I sprayed it someplace else. Yeah, it sprays good, and it works really really good, really really good. So I want y'all to try that if you're in a pinch, or if you just want to save money. Um, you can get your favorite spray. Some people mix lavender and something else, and just get your favorite oil rather and put it in a spray bottle, and you can Google whatever you want as far as recipes, but I just did half and half alcohol and water, and just try it. I'm in love with this. So if it's going to save me money, I'm going to do it. Okay. Yay! We got that done. If it's going to save me money. And I like it. Now, I tried one time to get a air freshener, and it was like a citrusy. That doesn't go with your bathroom. Does not go with your bathroom. So try something like lavender, a mild scent. Okay. All right, y'all. Have you ever heard of copper rods in the garden? Now, I got onto this by accident this morning, and I just want to talk about it. I saw a video, I think, and she said she has no bugs in her garden because she does this. Okay. Copper rods or wires in the garden are used in electroculture, a practice that involves using a low voltage electrical current to stimulate plant growth and vitality. It's achieved by simple electrical circuit with the copper interacting with the soil and the plants. Now, I've heard where they take a rod and they wrap it around, make it decorative and all. I've heard about that, but I didn't know it did anything. It says copper rods, when placed in the soil, create a subtle electric charge that can interact with the plant's natural electrical signals. We need to try this on Mom's fig tree. We need to experiment. This electrical stimulation is believed to help plants absorb nutrients more efficiently, increase the conductivity of the soil, stimulating microbial activity, and releasing more readily available nutrients for the plants. Growth and yields is supposed to increase the yields. No maintenance. You don't have to worry about it. You just stick them in the ground by the plant. While copper is essential trace element for plants, excessive amounts can be toxic. It's important that copper rods in a way that doesn't lead to high concentration. Okay. So here and there, not overabundance. Not for all plants. Okay. So you have to look it up. So this lady says she gets 2 times the growth.
Okay, we're copper obsessed. People in the garden want to use copper for nearly everything, whether it's electroculture to fertilizers, you name it. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 ways to use copper in the garden. 2 of them, very real and backed by science. 2 of them, not so much, and
Gardening
maybe
in
some
Canada.
internet sleuthing going on. Okay, welcome to another windy day in the garden, because Chicago might be windy, but it's not nearly as windy as Saskatchewan. Okay, first bizarre one that has been going around the internet is actually taking copper and piercing it through the stem of your tomato plant.
No, I wouldn't do that.
The idea here is that it's supposed to help prevent against pests. It's also just supposed to help with vitality of the tomato plant, etc. and so forth. Now, of course, the level of truth in that is 0, so no stabbing tomato plants with copper is not going to help it, whether it's for pesticide reduction or even just fertilizer, like uptake of copper. Plants don't need that much, so sticking a whole piece of like copper wire through a tomato plant,
not a good idea.
There's no benefit to it. Copper trick number 2 is actually using copper sheeting. It could be a chainmail like this, or it could be a sheet in and of itself, and placing it around the base of your plant, or making a wall around the plant to prevent against both slugs and snails. This is fact. This is fact. So using this actually does help prevent slugs and snails. However, the general consensus is that it needs to be a minimum of 6 inches of travel distance to the plant, meaning this either has to be laid around the base of the plants that are affected with a 6-inch width in which the snails and slugs have to travel across to help to truly deter them. Because if it's just skinny, they'll put up with the pain just to get to the gain of eating your hostas. Okay, next up we have electroculture. It has to be said. I did a whole video on this. It's kind, people really didn't like the video. I shouldn't say that. My viewers like the video, just random people on the internet finding it, they don't think it's ideal. So, electroculture is something that has various different forms in which it could work. So there's electrically charged electroculture, meaning there's an outside source of electricity applied. And that was actually the article that was written by WEF, World Economic Forum, discussing this. It was done in conjunction, I think, with the Chinese government, or just, sorry, Chinese university. It's all the same thing, right? So it was done in conjunction with them, and they said there, was decreases in fertilizer needs, there was increases in yields, decreases in pests, etc. and so forth. So they said, based off their studies, that it works wonders when it's charged, like actually physically given electricity applied to it with either a low voltage battery, etc. and so forth. Now, what I learned after that video is most gardeners are not using the charged version, they're using the antenna version of electroculture, which essentially is an antenna, either like a coiled copper design that's meant to capture ambient electricity, because like your air is charged, it has molecules, etc. and so forth. So the idea is to capture that and then pull it into the soil. So if you were to do this as your own garden scientist and you want to experiment, which I heavily encourage that, I would rather you try something and determine on your own, it does not work, I do not like it, than take my word for it or any other YouTube influencer article, you name it. Even if it's written by a professor, go and try it and see if you like it. Bottom line, with anything that's said on the internet. So if you wanted to do this, you would make the antenna, which would have, it has to be a specific structure. So general consensus is a spiral is best. That would need to be up above the plant, higher than the canopy. So if you were doing this with tomatoes, for example, it had to be 8 feet for indeterminate. And then you would want to force it into the soil, into the actual root system. So the copper has to go from the soil, in the soil quite deep, 2-3 inches, and then up above the plant itself. So that's how you would do it. I'm not going to say it works because there isn't much in my mind to suggest it works. And the people who said it does work have provided no evidence that it does, despite saying that they studied it and it does. If that makes sense, I'm not going to lean on it. So next one is actually one of my favorites, and that is the use of copper to fight fungi. Yes, that's right. So whether it's powdery mildew or something else, fungi can be killed with copper. A lot of bacteria also can be killed with copper because it is like an antidote. Now, with this being said,
this is hard to hear, but that's what I was stumbled upon, talking about the plants and all that. There's some areas I'm more worried about the pests on the plants and the fungus and all that. I know Mom had a tomato plant that was in front of her deck, and it went way up above. And so I don't know how that would work, but you'd have to have a big, long piece of copper. Copper's expensive too. So I don't know. I just thought that would be something to try. Just, try it in one plant where you're not having much success with the tomato plant or whatever, then try the copper, see if it will help. I did not know you had to have the spiral stuff up above it though. we can try like one pot. She puts stuff in pots. So we can try one pot and see if that does better than the other pots. I don't know. But it's something to try, guys. Anything will help, I think. I mean, really serious. So you guys need to subscribe because you never know what I'm going to be talking about ever, ever. Okay, so Wednesday is the actual day. I don't even know what the weather's going to be. I'll go see my grandson play. Alexa, what's the weather on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, May 7th in Culpeper, you'll see intermittent clouds and can expect a high of 76 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 54 degrees.
It's not Wednesday. When is this? Hang on. I think it's Friday. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me see. It's Friday. It's Friday. I got that confused with the last of the see Friday. Where are we? Thursday. I'm trying, y'all. I really am. It might be Wednesday. Yeah, DJ's ball game. Okay. All right. Okay. Alexa, what is the weather in Tysons, Virginia on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, May 7th in Tysons Corner, Virginia, there will be intermittent clouds with a high of 76 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 57 degrees.
No rain. Please, no rain. Please, no rain. Please, no rain. Please, no rain. So, what are y'all up to this week? What are you up to? Where's my cards? What are you doing this week? I get to do lab work. The highlight is the ball game. What else is going on this week? All kinds of good. I told you I'm busy every day. And where'd it go? And also, I'm going with Melanie, my daughter, to her blood drive. And make sure she eats something before and after. She passed out one time. Poor kid. Oh, guess what? I've always wanted to do this and never have. So now's the opportunity to get her done. But I don't know what type of concrete to use. I want to make an outdoor pot. It's a bowl. And what you do is you take, see, get this out of my way so I don't get distracted. What you do is take a big, good size bowl, and then you spray it with Pam, they said. So any kind of oil, probably. So you spray it, and you put your concrete around the edges and stuff and the bottom. And then you put another bowl, smaller bowl, inside it and squish it down in there while it's wet. And then overnight, they said, a day, you got to spray the bowl too so you can get the bowl off. And so everything's oiled. And then you can make you a concrete bowl for plants. Oh, yeah, Suzette. We're supposed to be visiting sometime while Mama Sassy's here. And it has to be on the weekend because he works during the week. That's my son. And see what he's up to. He's made some really pretty garden, what do you call that? The boxes, raised beds. That's what you call it. His only problem is you have to worry about the deer coming and eating everything. My brother is doing great. He's he's just doing great. And golly day, that was scary. But yeah, he's doing great. We call him our miracle brother, and because that's how we feel. Um, because he was sick so long. And but he's up and he's doing, um, and he's going, and he's driving, and he's doing all that. So yeah, I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm just so happy. Um, he's he's traveling with his girlfriend. He's and driving. He's traveling with his girlfriend, and who's a doctor. That's a plus. So she will know, that Sinbad thing, that monologue he does with the you don't need a 20-year-old girlfriend. You need somebody that sees the signs, like if you're having a stroke or if you whatever. So yeah. So no, he's doing really, really well. He's doing really well. Um, I'm real happy for him. Um, well, let's see. I'm trying to think of any updates. He's still doing bee stuff. His daughter's taken over his bee business, but he's involved. So that's a good thing. And it's all good. Yeah, we're just grateful. As far as my son's place, like I said, he's got the I think I let me show you. He sent me a I said before and after. I want pictures before and after, and he did. I'll show you the after. He's doing really, uh, where is it? Watch me not find it now. Come on, where are you? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. With the galvanized and cedar. And he's got two of them. And isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? So yeah. So I'm interested in seeing those up close and personal. And so yeah, we got to make a date because Mama Sassy wants to go see the property. Rhonda wants to go see the property. I don't know if Kelly be able to go, but we have to do that, and we also have to do the um, visit Quantico, mom and dad's, because you contribute to the museum by buying bricks. So mom and dad's got bricks in the Quantico Museum, and so we're yeah. So everything's so good so far. As long as I can get this blood pressure straightened out, I'll be a happy camper. I'll be a happy because this is the first time the past few days I haven't had rapid heart rate. And I'm happy. Yeah, isn't that pretty? And I told him, I said, you're gonna have to do something with that if you want to keep the color. I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know if there's a I think he said there was a for the cedar. Um uh I guess we didn't talk about it, or maybe we did. But in order to keep it looking nice, there's a biodegradable something that he can put on it to keep it pretty. Whether he does or not, I don't know. Um, but yeah, and I like. Do you like raised beds? I like raised beds, especially if it's only two, people. So why have a whole field of a garden? There's no point in that. So have some. whatever. He said, I'm only planning what I eat. So there you go. Good idea. They have a freezer, so. And the real thing he has to worry about is the deer, because everything around there is wrapped in wire because the deer eat everything. I mean, everything. And he has all kinds of chestnuts and all trees because the previous owner had a winery and they used these nuts and things from the trees for their wine. Isn't that cool? Good stories. Okay. I hope you guys have a great week. Like I said, I'm having a busy week. For me, it's busy anyway. And I got to think of what I want to eat for the week. I was just telling my daughter, I said, I think about what I want to eat, whatever. Oh, this is cool. And I make enough and I eat on it all week or whatever, however long it lasts. And if I get sick of it, then I can freeze it. So, and now that mom's here, I've got to go get some hamburger from the ranch. But I also got to get my car inspected. I'm not looking forward to that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. They'll tell me what I need to do. Oh my gosh. I think the only thing I need to pass inspection, cross your fingers, is the maybe the windshield wipers. So far, knock on wood, and we have everything's working. But I could try. We could try that the copper wire antenna thing. We could try that, and if it works, then he could put it in his raised beds, right? Mom's going to be so jealous of his raised beds. Okay. I'm sitting here looking at piles of paperwork. I don't like what I see. So I'll have to go through all this paperwork. Oh my gosh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. So anybody that doesn't know, we read on Mondays, we read a where's the box? Oh, here it is, right in front of me, Cathy. Inner peace cards. And it's sayings from Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. He's no longer with us, but I used to watch his videos. I just liked the way he spoke. So shuffled them up like 5,000 times, right? Here we go, Suzette. I answer to myself and no one else. I think we've had this one before a while back. It says the person looking back at you in the mirror is the one you have to answer to every day. And that is so true. That is so true. Every day. That's why I don't look in the mirror. I don't want to look in the mirror. So those are on Mondays, and on Fridays, we do the affirmation cards. So don't forget, you can make your own room spray, and it works, and it stays as long as the scent of the oil lasts. So, and I tested it out. I sprayed in the bathroom, and I shut the door, and I went back in next time that I had to use the restroom, and you could still smell the And of course, the more oil you put in there, um, and the alcohol or witch hazel, whatever, helps it um, dissipate or whatever you want to call it. So it's all good. You guys need to try it. You really, really need to try it. I'm always trying to share this stuff I get excited about. I wish I could get excited about cleaning this office. I wish I could. Okay, so my granddaughter gave me this book. It's getting dusty. I haven't started it yet. So sorry. And it's, yeah, you too, Judy. I'm going to share this for a second. This is, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it because I do this with taxes too. Like this right here. They want details. Okay. So this page, I'm going to have a blank sheet of paper and I'm going to write all the details down. Make sure that I'm not, because this is going to go to her. And when I'm done with this page and it looks okay, it says attach your baby. I didn't see that. Attach your baby photo. I did not see that. Yeah, I'll laugh. No, I don't laugh. When I see myself in the mirror, I don't laugh. I wish I could. I'm learning not to care, as you can tell. But I don't laugh because that's yeah. Okay, everybody. Okay, everybody join us on Mondays and Fridays. Our Sassy Friends have figured out that we're over here on YouTube because Facebook doesn't want to cooperate with our live streams, and I have better luck on YouTube as far as making sure it's posted. Okay, thanks, everybody. Have a good week.
Do you enjoy our videos? Well, we love making them for you. But we do like to have a little extra money to be able to bring them to you. So if you would like to contribute to buy me a coffee, we can add to our little fund.
Yes.
To bring you more great content. So buymecoffee.com, Sassy Silver Sisters.